Well, good morning again, cyber friends. It's the Mitty Man coming at you again from Walk Studio. Sitting here in Studio B, bedroom studio. Mine have been working out of here a long time. And we giving God all the praise and honor and the glory. And we thank Him for life, health, and strength. We thank Him for as well as it is. We come back, as promised earlier this morning, I did a video about why I used the Facebook, why I use Facebook and everything. I told you in that video that I had some more things I want to say about church leadership and about the church in general. Being an elder myself as a deacon of my own home church, which is the Antioch Missionary Baptist Church, Cuthbert, Georgia. Pastor Dr. Donald D. Green Sr. is our pastor and leader. And so, like I promised, I'm back later this morning. At this time, it's about a little after 10 o'clock, I guess around about 10:17. Getting ready to go to venture toward the eye doctor. Got to go check on that old right eye today. Did the left one back in June, I think it was, June, July. I think it was somewhere around June, July. I did the left eye. Had laser surgery on it, and so today I'm looking forward. I don't know what they're going to do to the right one, but I feel it should be about the same thing. But nevertheless, I came back to do this video about, I decided I'd do it now because I don't know how I might feel once I come back from the eye doctor. So what I'm saying in church leadership, people, when you got a good leader, and I'm just using my own church, Antioch Missionary Baptist Church, as an example or a demonstration, as a illustrative purpose, in other words, as an illustration. At the Antioch Missionary Baptist Church, we have, in my opinion, it's just my personal opinion, I feel that we have a dynamic, outstanding leader. And believe it or not, I try to do the best I can to support him on every level, every way that I can. Now, I'll admit, I don't see something that he sees on every area. But see, the thing about it, he's my leader. And even though I may not see it, but you see, people, we got to understand the pastor is the head of the church up under Jesus Christ. He's the under shepherd. In other words, God gives them, he or she, the vision. So that's how come we can't see it sometimes, because see, God didn't give us the vision. In other words, and I got to make mention of my other pastors that I am minister of music in, that I feel, and I hold them of the same esteem. I hold them at the same level as I do in my pastor. And because I consider all three of them, because I'm in three churches, to be considered my pastor. That's the Reverend Stephanie Walton from Pleasant Grove AME Church, as well as Reverend Ernell Wilson from New Salem CME Church. So I'm spread it out like jelly, from the AME to the CME to the Baptist. So I mean, and then see, I am a Baptist. My religious preference is a Baptist. But nevertheless, beyond all of that, I'm just a child of God. So at any of those churches, up on any of those leaders, when I'm at Pleasant Grove on third Sunday, Pastor Stephanie Walton is my leader. As a minister of music, I'm up under her leadership on that particular Sunday. I'm up under her leadership. Well, on second and fourth Sunday, I'm at my home church, up under Pastor Green leadership. On first Sunday, I'm up under Pastor Ernell Wilson leadership. So it's my job not to contend with them and trying to go against them and knocking against them. It's a dangerous thing, people. Let me tell you so. I'm talking to your lay people now. I'm talking to. See, as an elder of my church, I know better than to do that. As an elder, I know better. But we got some people that don't know better, I don't think. Because if they did, they would stop going against the grain. Now I'm going to tell you why I'm saying this. If y'all don't believe it's a dangerous thing to do that, to go against the grain, go up against leadership, I dare you to go read Numbers. Go to the 16th chapter of Numbers in the Old Testament and read about how Dathan and Korah and Abiram, they all got together. I think it was like over 250 of them or something like that. They wanted to come against Moses. They were contending with Moses about Aaron, about him being the high priest and all, because, in other words, God had showed them that Aaron was the one that he had chosen by his rod, bud, and almonds. The almond buds on his rod. But nevertheless, they still running their mouth, talking about whom God helped. God didn't, that's challenging leadership. Well, God told Moses to get all of them, bring them in front of the church. Oh yeah, I said the church, but in that day, it was the tabernacle. That the tabernacle represented the temple that will soon come after. But the tabernacle was the blueprint of the temple that would come. God said, Moses, get all those that, got questions about what my authority is and who I have chosen. I'm paraphrasing now, y'all, but just listen to me, man. He said, just bring all of them in front of the tent of meeting, and that's the tabernacle, and then we'll settle this issue. Well, they got all of them in front of the tabernacle, and guess what happened? God caused the earth to open up and swallow all of them alive, and he buried them. And believe you me, did nobody else have no doubt of whom God had chosen? Did nobody else go up against Moses and Aaron anymore? See, people, we got to be careful when you go up against church leadership. God has ordained and put certain people in charge. It doesn't matter whether or not you like them or not. Some people at Antioch Missionary Baptist Church may not like me. I'm quite sure some of them probably don't like me. That's not the point. But I am a deacon. So you got to respect me. You got to respect me as a deacon, whether you like me or not. But now, a lot of them won't. You got some people don't care nothing about leadership. They have no respect for leadership. They could care less. But I'm saying to those of you that want to do what's right, respect your leadership, especially when they're doing right. If they are doing wrong, then let God handle that. Let God handle that. So I just thought I would come back, this morning and just relate this to my brothers and my sisters, not to down anybody, not to beat you over the head, but just telling you to beware. People, we are supposed to be on one accord as Christians. We all should be, and it goes across the denominational divide. It ain't got nothing to do with denominationalism. We are all supposed to be blood-bought, born-again believers in Jesus the Christ. That is the main thing, and we should be on one accord. Jesus said, love ye one another. He said, by this all men shall know that you are mine. You belong to me. By the love that you would have one to the other. We should be able to get along in our congregation. We may not all agree. I'm not saying we all got to agree on everything. But there is a way to disagree. In other words, I don't like this democracy in the church. I don't like that. I feel let's do what's right, not what the majority. See, the majority might be rude, but the majority is not always right. Because if you don't believe it, go to church and go to conference. People, when they want to get something passed, whether it's right or wrong, when people want to get something passed that's wrong, 9 times out of 10, they'll go and grab up everybody they can and bring them to conference so they can have the majority. And therefore, when something gets ready to be voted on, they vote in favor of something that's wrong, and the majority rules. And therefore, that's what be put into law. I don't go for that. I don't go for that. Now, I'm just one person, but as a deacon in Antioch, I tell you right now, don't try that with me. I don't go for that. If you are wrong, I don't care if it's 100,000 of you going for it. I'm not going with you because it's not right. If it ain't but 3 people that's standing up for what's right, that's what ought to go. What's right always should go. But now we got this democracy in the church. Let me tell y'all another thing. The kingdom of God is not a democracy. We got a king, and his name is Jesus. And what the king says, go. It ain't got nothing to do with what your popular opinion is and what you think and what you believe. See, that's what's the matter with our churches today. We got leaders that want to do right. We got to start with the pastors. The pastors, we got pastors that wants to do what's right, but we got followers that don't want to do what's right. They want to do what they want to do. Then you got the deacons, which are supposed to be the right hand to the pastor. We're supposed to be to assist the pastor. Our job to the church is to assist the pastor in whatever venue he's decided to go, whichever area he decided to go. And we are supposed to look after. The deaconship was formed because there was a mess got up in the church concerning widows, concerning the distribution of money to the one that needed the money, the widows and the orphans in the church. That's why the deaconship was formed. It was formed by the pastors, Peter, James, and John. This office was brought into the church. So we deacons were supposed to handle this business. Now, I realize that a lot of us deacons have gotten a big head and think that we run things and we are above the pastor sometimes. I know that, but that's not correct, deacon. You're not above the pastor. You can't get rid of the pastor. In other words, the pastor ordained you. The pastor, in other words, the people pick you out, and the pastor prayed over you and ordained you. He appointed you, so you can't get rid of the person that appoints you. I mean, I ain't never understood that, but I have seen it out of these 50 some odd years I've been living, and 45 of them been inside the church. 45 plus years, really, because I've been in the church at an early age. It was more closer to about 50 years now, because I'll be 57 years old this Saturday. But I'm just saying, we don't tell the pastor. The pastor tells us to get a job done in the church, and we should be able to do it as servants. Deacons, we are no more than servants. We are servants to the church, assistants to the pastor. Getting stuff done, something the pastor shouldn't even have to worry with. We deacons and stewards should be able to deal with that business and take care of it to not bother the pastor. Remember, that's what Peter said. Peter said, we can't take ourselves from the gospel to serve tables. We're handling money. Therefore, we must be steadfast. We must be trustworthy to do these things as church leaders. And then I feel that the majority of the people will follow us if they see us doing what's right and showing the good example. In other words, I got to admit, I don't get the Bible study as much as I want to. I don't get to Sunday school as much as I want to because I'm a musician and I go to different churches on various Sundays. So I don't get a chance to go to my home church to Sunday school every Sunday like I would love to do. But beside the point, as a deacon, you got to show good character. You got to show the people, the congregation that set you aside and approved of you being a deacon, you got to show them you're worthy of that call. And if you show them that, they will, the people that wants to do right, they will follow you. They will follow you. And therefore that will make the pastors, male and female, job a whole lot easier. But people, we as church members, as church leaders, all the way down under the pastor, we should do all we can to build up the kingdom of God. And we start in our local church. We start in our local church. In other words, charity begins at home. How can I go to another congregation and another ministry and do anything of any effectiveness if I don't do something first at any of them? I'm just saying. Church leaders, let us get with our leadership. Our pastors, deacons, let us get, and stewards, let us get with the pastor to make certain that certain things go right. Let's do the right thing, not the popular thing, because the popular thing is not always right. And I know the majority, even though it might rule, is not always right. This old man saying whatever you get into. If God ain't in it, stay out of it. Get out of it because it's going to come to nothing, people. Remember, the earth swallowed those people that came against authority, contending with God and Moses. Peace and good day.